All right. I guess we can go ahead and get into it. I was going to get into the Dragon Age stuff, but I guess we can go ahead and talk about Alana Pierce again. All right. So, Alana, y'all know the drama. I don't want to do a whole recap of what's happened. Yes, I do. Okay. Just quickly though. All right. So with Alana, basically earlier this week, or maybe late last week, Alana Pierce called out gamers for not being real gamers. She says anybody rooting for games to fail is a fake gamer. It's odd, considering I'm pretty sure I've been playing games my whole life, and I'm pretty sure I'm a consumer. So when you give me a product I don't want, and I told you I didn't want, and I didn't care for, I'm going to root for it to fail. Okay? That's just logical, because it's not the product I wanted from you. All right? So then people started pulling Alana's card. Exposing her all over the internet for being a liar, stealing art, for not actually writing anything at Sony Santa Monica. And so recently she came out, okay? Alana Pierce came out and made this post on Twitter about how she worked on, let's just pull it up, nigga. I'm aware that it's fairly pointless to address this because if you fall for the BS, I think you've actively chosen to. But yes, I was a writer on a AAA game at Sony Santa Monica for 4 straight years. I created characters, developed main plot lines, wrote levels, etc. I worked. Okay, that's what she said. Now, of course, people been pulling a card, asking her, what exactly did you work on? What project? Nobody knows. Nobody seems to have any idea of what Alana Pierce actually worked on besides a cookbook for God of War. That's it. Okay? And now Sony Santa Monica, the actual studio, comes out and says, we are confirming that Alana was a writer at Santa Monica Studio for 4 years. She was a talented, creative, and hardworking contributor to our team that we were fortunate to have the opportunity to work with.
Let me suck him.
Oops.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
I'm not saying that you're lying about her working at the studio. What I want to know is, why will you not tell us what the fuck she worked on? The only thing that I know that we've confirmed is a goddamn cookbook. That's it. Now look at these comments. Thank you for sharing, Bruno. Okay, Bruno. What did she work on? Tell me. Because she's not credited. She's not credited in anything God of War. First of all, she only worked there for 4 years, right? 4 years. If she only worked there for 4 years, how many games did she work on? Games take 4, 5, 6, 7 years to make. So how many games did she work on? How many games did Sony Santa Monica put out? Let's take a look. Guys. Nigga, I can't spell. I'm over here talking shit. And I can't even spell. Okay. All right, let's look. God of War Ascension. She couldn't have worked on that. That was in 2013. Kinetica, not even worth mentioning. Let me see. Twisted Metal. Did we get anything? No, we didn't get anything in Twisted Metal. God of War 2018. She wasn't there. God of War Collection. Starhawk. That was in 2012. She couldn't have worked on that. Guys, God of War Ragnarok was the only game that was in development while she was there. Yet she's not credited on any of the writing. What did she work on? The Popo says, try searching her name in Moby Games. Here we go. Alana Pierce, credits. Let's see. For some odd reason, she got a role in Cyberpunk 2077, Audio, Cyberpunk 2077, After Party, Gears 5, Support, Accessibility Consultants. You can't make this shit up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Guys, you cannot make this shit up. Look, it says, shouts out to you. Who is that? The Popo? Shouts out to you for this goal. On Moby Games. This is the database for all things game. Hold on, let me look. Let's go back and look at that. Because I want to, the oldest, largest, and most comprehensive video game database covering 292,661 games and 1 million game industry professionals. Okay? Alana Pierce is credited 9 credits, boy. I gotta get my you stupid sound back. 9 credits on 7 games, including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. So that they're considering the DLC, the expansion, and the game to be separate. Okay, fine, whatever. The Solitaire Conspiracy, El Paso Elsewhere, I guess, Gears 5 After Party, and she was a support specialist on God of War Ragnarok, Accessibility Consultant. Hold on, y'all can't even see that. There it is. For those of you who can't see, Accessibility Consultant. We are confirming that Alana Pierce was a writer. Somebody's lying. Chat. Somebody lying. Minakata Hizuru says, well, Well, it is the wrong database. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? It is the wrong database. Let me dance on y'all really quick. Sorry about that. Nose was getting a little stuffy. But yeah, though, Minikata, what you mean by that? The wrong database. Because if it's the wrong, let me know. Kata said, is it wrong? I can hear the song, we're so bored. Don't fuck with your discourse. We so bored. This stupid ass girl. Yeah, if it's the wrong database, let me know. But we see it right here. An accessibility consultant, guys. That's not a fucking writer. Niggas come to you to talk about, hey, yo, how can we make the game more accessible for retarded niggas? The fuck? Or like you say, a situational disability. How can we make this game more accessible for single moms? Jesus Christ. Minikata says she gave a lot of heads.
Got him! Got him!
That's foul. Did you see the announcement of her new project? Did she announce a new project? When was that? Phoenix says, well, HR does write, so anyone there could be a writer. You stupid. All I'm saying is, listen, if you're going to come out and call gamers fake gamers, you better not have no skeletons in your closet. Especially if you're, not really, what you say you are. You running around pretending like, oh yeah, I'm a writer for Sony Santa Monica. You're an accessibility consultant. Sorry. And now they trying to move the goalposts. Like, let me see if I can find some of these tweets. They trying to move the goalposts. She never claimed to work on God of War Ragnarok. Shut your lying ass. Watch this. Watch the cope. Alana hosts industry events and award shows. Why would she lie about working at Sony Santa Monica? It doesn't make any sense. It's a shame people are hating on her and making up lies for engagement. First off, nobody is hating on her. She started this shit when she decided to start calling people fake gamers. Secondly, nobody ever questioned whether she worked at Sony. The question was, what the fuck did she write for? Because it wasn't for God of War. Bingo! This person says, so that explains why the story was a downgrade. No, it had nothing to do with her because she didn't write on it. An accessibility consultant is not a writer, I'm afraid. Look, one of the actual writers on the game has an idea of what's what. And we showed this. Anthony Birch, he actually wrote for the game. If someone is not credited as a writer on God of War Ragnarok, they were not a writer on God of War Ragnarok. My spite for those who would accept undue credit outstrips my spite for this platform, apparently. Okay? And at the bottom, you can see who was actually credited. His name, Anthony Birch. You don't see Alana Pierce nowhere, anywhere. Okay? Now, there's some people who are trying to say she never said she wrote for God of War. She's claiming to be a writer, and she says she worked on God of War. She never specifically comes out and says, hey guys, I'm an accessibility consultant. Or, hey guys, I didn't actually write, narratively speaking, for God of War. She never comes out. She says, I'm a writer on God of War. That's what she said. So, I don't know. You say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, I'm going to tell y'all what it looks like to me. That story that somebody wrote, that story that somebody put on X, allegedly, I want to say allegedly, it looks to be really true. Alana Pierce appears to be a young, beautiful woman from Australia who copped a relationship with a brokey here in the States, married him, got her green card, and then cheated on him with an exec at Sony. Fucked around and got a job as an accessibility consultant. Because that's what you went to school for, right? You went to college to tell game developers how to get better games for retarded niggas. Sure. Stop it. Just let us know. You bounced that ass for a piece of the gaming pie. It's nothing wrong with it. How'd you get up at IGN? And here's an interesting part of this that somebody brought up that I can't believe I didn't think of. Well, I probably did think of it. I just never spoke on it. Remember, there was a time where gaming was frowned upon. If you were the cool kid who was a gamer, you probably did it in secret. There was a time where women didn't want to date guys who didn't game. Hell, it's still women like that. But now we advanced a little bit forward. Now women are claiming to be gamers when they're really not. Let's keep it a bean. Not women in general, but a lot of women. There's this idea that the guys who are actually passionate enough to want to make games are not very good with women. Video games start to get a little bit popular. The money starts flowing in. You get into these executive positions. You have this power now. You have the ability to do something. Let me tell you something about men. You can say what you want, but if a nigga has the power to, if a man A grown-ass man, white, black, Hispanic, whatever, who's not good when women has the power to leverage his position in order to get in good with women, he's going to do it. He's going to do it, period. What do y'all think just happened with Joy Taylor at Fox? What's the dude's name? The executive at Fox, the ugly white guy who's busting down one of the baddest women on the planet, Joy Taylor. How did he get her? Oh, we know how he got her. He helped her get a position up at Fox because he was busting them cheeks. The simple fact of the matter is when a man gets in a certain position to where he can throw around his weight, he's going to use it to get better women. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hell, DJ Academics, he said when his Twitch started taking off and he started making a lot of money, he said people used to call him the TSA the way he was flying so many women in and out of New York.
I've never seen myself represented
Shouts out to Daniel Penny.
in The Lord of the Rings before, so
I gotta shorten that.
awesome, because I've never seen myself.
I've never seen myself until Daniel Penny donated $5. He says, "Hey man, do you plan to play Dead of Darkness, I'm sorry, Alone in the Dark, or Stalker 2? I didn't plan two of those. I don't even know what they are. Stalker 2, I didn't plan on playing it, but if y'all want me to, I'll play it. You know what I'm saying? I'll play it. But yeah though. So these Sony execs, Alana Pierce first appeared on IGN. You don't think when E3 was happening, they seen Alana Pierce out there, a Sony exec? Oh, that motherfucker fine there. Hey Alana, what's up? You know I can get you hired up at Sony, right? Why you kicking it with these lame ass motherfuckers at IGN? Why do you think the journalists want to get in so good with the devs? Because they understand that actually being in the industry, not covering it, is much better. Like being in the industry is much better than covering the industry. Like if you were like, no women are lining up to sleep with Jason Schreier. Are you fucking kidding me? Jason Schreier ain't out here getting no cheeks. No women are lining up to bounce that ass on Paul Tassi, Destin Legary. No. But Todd Howard, oh yeah, 16 times the pussy. He's getting it all. I promise you. He's getting it all. Todd Howard is getting 16 times the pussy. He's getting it all. You want to be a developer. You want to actually be in the industry. That's where all the credit is at. Nobody respects these journalists. You're journalists. The YouTubers are getting more respect than the journalists. Nobody wants to be fucking Alyssa Mercante, Paul Tassi, and even though I like him, not even Eric Kane. Who the fuck is bouncing that ass on Jeff Grubb? Nobody. But Todd Howard, reshipping you Elder Scrolls 5, is getting 16 times the pussy. So when IGN, Alana Pierce was at IGN at an E3 convention, whatever, a Sony exec was like, damn, who's that beautiful woman right there? Oh, that's Alana Pierce. And she's working at IGN with those losers? Bet. He went over there and said, oh, my name is Bumblefuck from California. How are you? And she's like, hey, who are you? Yeah, I'm an executive for Sony. Yeah, I'm the one who puts out the games. I'm the one who make the narrative decisions. I can get you hired up there if you want to throw them titties real quick. And she threw it. Because if you're a woman, let's keep it a bean. If you're a woman, why wouldn't you? You mean to tell me you can make this man come in 10 minutes and get a job at Sony and leave IGN? You ain't getting paid shit at IGN anyway. If they was really paying at IGN like that, they wouldn't lose so much goddamn talent. Niggas wouldn't have to, if they was paying at IGN like that, niggas wouldn't have to steal reviews, or they would be able to hire journalists that are actually gamers. So you get Sony execs at E3. Anytime you hire an attractive journalist, guess what? Somebody snatch, if it ain't a Sony exec, it's a Microsoft exec or an EA exec. Somebody gonna come and snatch that ass. Pause. Well, that's not a pause, but you get what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if you were to put yourself in a woman's position, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have, your morals gotta be way up here to turn that down. It's women out here bouncing that ass on dick for $3.99 a month on several dicks. All you gotta do is bounce that ass on one dick and you get a job up at Sony. And this is why I believe it. This is all allegedly. This is why I believe it. The Joy Taylor situation made me believe anything is possible at this point. I don't believe none of these female. I'm sorry. It sounds sexist. It sounds misogynist, and I apologize. But now, I don't know what to believe. Because remember, guys, I believed in Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor was one of my favorite sports commentary. Like most of the time when a lot of female commentators speak, I'd be like, all right, anyway, fast forward. But Joy Taylor, she seemed knowledgeable, she seemed confident, she meant business. And then it comes out, she was up there at Fox bouncing that ass on several people for a position up at Fox. You can't make this shit up. You just can't make it up. So now every female commentator in a space where it's normally men, I'm looking at you sideways. What did you do to get up here? What are your credentials? What made Alana Pierce qualified to work at Sony? She was a YouTuber and a journalist for IGN. That ass made her qualified. That's what made her qualified. What are you talking about? Let's move on, man.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you.